judges, 2 D judges, 6 E judges. Here now, when it comes to the next event, the D judges will have a little bit more to do than they do on vault. On vault, they just have to check that the vault is what the gymnast announced that he or she will do. Now we start the first event for today with many elements in a routine. And on women's side, you get the D score by adding the value of the 8 most difficult skills. On the men's side, you add the value of the 10 most difficult skills. As I explained yesterday, an A skill gives the gymnast 0.1, a B skill 0.2, C skill 0.3, and so on. So you add the value of the 8 most difficult skills, and then to that you add the value of the 5 composition requirements, which are different in all events, of course. On beam, you should have 2 gymnastics skills in combination. One of them has to be a leap in at least 180 degrees split position. You must show a pirouette. You should show an acrobatic combination, at least 2 acrobatic skills, and one of them has to be a somersault. You must also show somersaults in 2 different directions. And finally, the 5th requirement is, as always, to end the routine with a D dismount or more difficult. Each one of those requirements gives the gymnast another 0.5 to add to the D score. So with all those 5 requirements, you get 2.5 to add to the D score. Then you can also get extra 10s by combining difficult skills. You get a combination bonus, 1 or 2 10s for difficult combinations. So that's the job for the D judges now, to print down draw the routine and calculate the D score. First to compete will be Catalina Ponor.
Representing Brazil, Tawani
Lide Araujo. Second to compete for Brazil, Huang Lu from China. Third competitor.
Representing Hungary, Zsofia Kovacs.
Zsofia Kovacs here in her 3rd final.
From Switzerland, Julia Steingruber.
Julia Steingruber from Switzerland, winner of the vault final yesterday. Filipa Martins from Portugal.
For China,
Yawen Bai. 7th to compete for China.
And finally, representing Greece, Vasiliki Milousi.
And Vasiliki Milousi here for Greece, last to compete in this beam final.
Ladies, thank you very much.
There's no warm-up here on the podium. All the warm-up has been done in a warm-up gym next to this big competition arena. Catalina Ponor, 29 years of age this year. Olympic gold medalist on beam in Athens 2004, made it to the beam final at the Olympic Games in London as well, where she ended up on 4th place, but took a silver at the Olympics in London on the floor. Here she comes, Catalina Ponor. finger a bit extra for her to be successful here. Whoop, small balance mistake there in that jumbo leap. Scissor leap into a ring leap. Onodi, back handspring, back layout. Well done. And we'll walk over to a leaf jump. Scissor leap, half twist. Leap, three-quarter twisted back handspring to handstand, called the young chick. Pirouette has to be in the routine, one of the 5 composition requirements that should be in the routine on beam. And the dismount, round off, double pike back, sticking the landing. Well done, Catalina Ponor. Good job. Back again after some injury problems. Well done. As I said yesterday, it's so nice to see these girls who choose to continue their gymnastics career long after they have become 20. Ponor 29 this year. We also have Milusi in this final, 32 this year. More and more girls choose to stay in gymnastics to have a much longer career than it used to be. If you go back 15, 20 years. 14.65 was Ponor's score in the qualifications. There's a Onodi back handspring, back layout, a DBE combination. Aerial walkover into 2 gymnastic leaps. One of them, as you could see, in split position. Another of the 5 requirements.
Ambitious Brazilian team for the Olympics in Rio.
Finishing with an E-skill, double piked back. 14.65, exactly the same score as she had in the qualifications. Difficult score 5.9.
Waiting for the green lights for our next finalist, Brazilian newcomer lady. There it is.
Now for Brazil, Lide Araujo, 4th in the qualifications. Scored 14.2. High D score 6.1. Back handspring, back layout, step out. BCC combination. You get an extra 0.1 when you combine 3 acrobatic skills. Tucked front somersault there is a D skill on beam. 2 leaps in split position and a side aerial. CC combination gives her a 0.1 combination bonus. Going for a pirouette with 1 leg horizontal, has to be above horizontal all the way around the pirouette. I'm not sure she held it that high. If you do it, the judges give you a C for that pirouette, otherwise it's an A skill. Same dismount as we saw from Pinot, double piked back, but here from the round off back handspring gives her some extra combination bonus. BBE combination, stays on the beam. Today, her score, her execution score qualifications was 8.1. That could very well go up now. No big mistakes in this routine. We know she has a good D score. There you see the combination of 2 back layout step outs. Beam is 10 centimeters wide, 5 meters long, 1 meter and 25 centimeters high from the floor. And then you have the mats under, which are 20 centimeters high, so the beam is 105 above the mats. .15 for Lide Araujo.
14.150 for 20 Lide Araujo.
Wan Lu from China was 7th in the qualifications with a score of 13.7. We know that beam is an apparatus with good traditions in China. Beam and uneven bars is normally the 2 best events for the Chinese girls. Beautiful back layout from the round off. Aerial walkover, scissor leap, and the back tucked. See that pirouette one more time, better performed from Wan Lu. Whoop, coming to the side there, too much. The first fall in this beam final costs her a full point deduction. And the second fall there on the dismount. Double piped back.
One Luo of China. Catalina Ponor, 14.650.
Catalina Ponor will hold on to her first place after this score as well. The very nice back layout. E-skill on beam. Naughty where she fell. She starts to twist a little bit too early. It's very easy to come a little bit too much to the side and fall on that skill. It's named by Henrietta Onodi, Hungarian gymnast, who was the first one to perform that skill. .575. High D score today, 6-0. Higher than what she had in the qualifications. That doesn't help if you fall twice. And it's now time for Sofia Kovac in her third final here in Doha, starting with an aerial walkover, split leap and a tucked side aerial. Round off and the back layout. Pretty well performed, but with a big balance mistake in the landing. She was the last gymnast to make it into this final with a score 13.65. Side aerial. Round off and a double tucked back to finish. Nice clean D dismount from Kovac. First year senior this year. Here in her first World Cup. Doing well. Again, the round off into a back layout.
16 years old, Sofia Kovac of Hungary. One more, two lead alcohol and three Luo of China.
gymnast to compete will be Julia Steingruber from Switzerland. Second best in the qualifications with a score 14.25. But first here the score for Kovac, 13.7. Puts her on third place. Halfway through this final. But here the current European champion, all-around champion from 2015. Scissor leap to mount the beam and an aerial walkover. Backhand spring, back layout. Steingruber now won't take another medal here on beam, but she's in the floor final as well. Small balance mistake there in the tucked side aerial. The highest score on floor, so she has one more chance for a medal here in Doha. Costs so much, as I said, a full point to have a fall. Full twisted layout gainer to finish. Nice the routine there with an E-skill. Big hug from Ponor.
We'll see her back on the floor.
Steingruber will be 22 years of age this year. Also a gymnast who has been around for some time now. 14th in the all-around competition at the World Championships last year. Sorry, 7th. No, I have to correct myself one more time. She was 5th in the all-around competition in Glasgow at the World Championships last year. She was 7th in the vault final at last year's Worlds. Now we got that correct. 14th in the all-around competition at the Olympic Games in London. Again, the full twisted gainer to dismount the beam.
Waiting for the results of Julia.
Coached by an Hungarian coach, Zoltán Jordanov, who used to be a national coach in Great Britain for many years. Has now been coaching in Switzerland for some years. $13.25.
13.50.
Julia Steingruber puts her on 4th place. Right now, when it's time for Portugal's Filipa Martins. Years of age this year from Porto. 3 times backhand spring and then a back layout step out. Pirouette, making split position. Walkover, then 2 leaps. Beam and on floor, the gymnasts, the girls, can maximum count 5 acrobatic elements, and they must minimum count 3 gymnastic elements into the D score. So you can't just perform a lot of difficult acrobatic skills. Skills that you count among your 8 most difficult scores has to be gymnastic skills, so pirouettes. The dismount there from Martins, back layout with 2.5 twist. Good job by Filipa Martins. He was 6th in the qualifications with a score 13.85. The D score was then 5.6. Catalina Ponor up on 1st place with a score 14.65. Lide Araujo, Brazil, 2nd, 14.15. With Sofia Kovac, Hungary, on 3rd place, 13.7.
2 more goals to go.
Split leap or a scissor leap with half twist that she didn't perfectly finish to come all the way around. They are very strict on the women's side when it comes to all twists and turns, that you really finish the 180 degrees. It should be 180 degrees. 13.9. Good score for Martins. Puts her on 3rd place for the moment, with 2 more gymnasts to go. Yao Wenbai from China will be the next competitor. She was 3rd in the qualifications with a score 14.2. And then I'm sure that Milusi wants to put up a fight in this, her favorite event as well. So this ain't over yet. Beautiful leap. Round off back layout, and there she has to grab the beam to avoid the fall. And that's a 0.5 deduction. Side aerial. Tucked side aerial. Nice, very nice sheep jump. And a round off into a double pike back to finish for Yao and Bai. Nice beam work as always from the Chinese, not as consistent as we are used to see the Chinese on beam though. Stays on the beam, but with a little bit too many deductions today. And I don't think she will be among the top 3 in this final. Needs 13.9 or higher. There you see it again, the big wobble on the back layout. Again the dismount, double pike back. Nice pike position, but she is a bit under-rotated when she lands. Judges want to see the upper body higher up. Want to see that the gymnast has time to open up from the pike position a bit more before she lands. .7 and the 4th place for Bai for the moment, with one more gymnast to go, Vasiliki Milusi. Bai is 18 years of age this year. Vasiliki Milusi, 32 years of age this year. Scissor leap and a ring leap. Backhand spring, back layout, step out. Very well done. Excellent Jangbu leap. Aerial walkover. Small balance mistake. Couldn't combine it with that sheep jump. Very elegant. Tucked side aerial. Small balance mistake on that side aerial. And dismount, round off, and a double pike back. Under rotates. And there, in the last element of the routine, comes a very expensive mistake. Vasiliki Milusi. That's a good, difficult level 5-9 in the qualifications. Maybe she lost a 10 as she didn't combine two skills in the routine. There, BBC combination. So nice routine, but sadly an expensive mistake on the dismount.
We are waiting for the last result of this part B final. Result of the routine of Vasiliki Milusi.
Here again, the dismount.
Where it goes wrong for Vasiliki Milusi, the Greek experienced gymnast. We see some little celebrations in the Portuguese team. Will that be a bronze medal for
Didn't
Filipa
create
Martins?
enough height and enough rotation for
Second
the
medal
perfect
on this
dismount.
Challenge Cup in
Score should
Doha.
come now. .425 and the sixth place for Vasiliki Milusi. You can see she lost 1/10 on the D score as well compared to what she had in the qualifications.
Goes to Portugal, to Filipa Martins.
So this means that the gold medal goes to Catalina Ponor. Very nice. In second place, having Rani Lide Araujo, 14.15. And on third place, taking her second bronze medal here in Doha, Filipa Martins, Portugal, with a score of 13.9. Very happy for Catalina Ponor. So nice to see the Brazil. third place in the women's beam final, taking the bronze with the score 13.9 for Portugal, Filipa Martins.
Second place and silver medal winner for Brazil, Tony.
In second place, taking a silver for Brazil with the score 14.15, Tawani Lide Araujo.
Women's artistic gymnastics technical committee member of the MRG, technical delegate of the competition.
But on first place, taking the gold medal with the score 14.65. For Romania.
And first place and gold medal winner for Romania,
Catalina Ponor. Scores exactly the same as she did in the qualifications. 14.65 both these competitions. Now the national anthem of Romania. Catalina Ponor takes another Romanian beam gold.
Ladies, obrigado. Thank you so much.
Here, Martins, the bronze medalist. Her second bronze here in Doha. Great Challenge Cup for Portugal. And the silver medalist.
Final award ceremony
to this gymnast, Catalina Ponor. So we should be ready for the last final for